Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Balanced Vibes podcast. I am your host, Kirsten. Thanks again, as always, for being here and listening to my thoughts. So, today we're going to talk about an interesting topic, and I really want to dig deep into this. But I'm going to tell you roughly what it's going to be about. Then I'm going to give you a little bit of an update, and then I dive in. So, basically, we're going to talk about why would you pay somebody who's not even promising you quick weight loss or fat loss in the first 3 months? So let's say you start working with somebody and tell you upfront, hey, these first 3 months, you're going to lose it, not going to lose any weight or fat. Can you do this? All right, this is what we're going to talk about. Okay, so a little bit of a life update. So interesting thing has happened. So I actually decided I'm going to start learning Spanish, and it's been so much fun. So it happened about a month ago, no, a little bit more than a month ago now. I actually did plant medicine, another great journey, and it was very intense. It was really profound, and it was freaking hard, but it was very helpful, as always. So after that, maybe a couple of days after that, I started feeling that, you know what, I should start doing something with languages again. I kind of want to get involved in something related to languages. And some of you may know this, that I have a PhD in linguistics. So I studied this for a long time. However, this is not what I actively use or do anything with it in my everyday life at all. When I got my degree in 2014, I was like, you know what, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And I don't, like, in this way, I don't want to get involved in the academic world anymore. I have no interest in writing articles or doing research, none of that. But I felt like I wanted to do something with languages. So I decided I'm going to kind of see how much of those few languages that I used to know, in addition to those that I speak already, how much do I still remember? And I was like, let's see how I do with German. And of course, everybody goes to Duolingo, so I did the same thing. But then somehow I was like, let's see, what about Spanish? Could I do that? Because I have learned it maybe like 6 months, way, way, way ago, like over 10 years ago, but I don't know much about it. But then I started using Duolingo, used it literally only 2 days, and then I found resources that I liked a lot better. And now I've been doing this. It's been so much fun. It's been almost 6 weeks now. And of course, I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to be a fluent speaker, whatever, but it's been so great to just listen and, repeat the words and find the phrases and even listen to some music and try to make sense of it. And there are so many resources out there that are very, very helpful. I wish that more resources like that were available when I was in school. I mean, my Russian would be really, really good right now if we had these types of resources. But there's a lot of, self-studies. There's a lot of guided things. There are great podcasts, like very simple podcasts for like a very basic level learners. So it's been really great. It's been going really well. I've been doing this every single day for at least a little bit, not maybe 3 hours every day, but at least 15 to 30 minutes daily, and it's getting better. So it's exciting, and I like learning a new skill. I think when we get older, when we are uh, yeah, maybe 30 plus, 40 plus, 50, then we don't necessarily learn new things anymore. We are really used to things that we're already doing. So I think it's so much fun to add a little bit of a new challenge. So this is my new little update. We'll see where it goes. And on to today's topic now. So it's so interesting that like the people that I work with tend to fall into two categories. And I'm going to describe them to you. And you may be in one of these categories, but you may not also be. Who knows, right? But what I notice the most, people who, get back to me, reply to my emails, start conversations on Instagram, comment on wherever, they tend to fall into two categories. And the first category is those who have previously had hypothalamic amenorrhea. And it's so funny because I've said so many times that this chapter is closed. I'm not working with this type of people anymore, because I felt like I needed to get out of this space. But a lot of the people who are still following me are from that time when I used to talk a lot about hypothalamic amenorrhea. And now most of them are recovered. Some of them are not, but they still follow me. And then most of them are recovered, but they are in a place where they don't even need any weight loss, fat loss. So typically, a person who has HA is not like overweight. They don't have these issues, and even when they restore their weight, a lot of the times they are perfectly fine. Like there's no reason for them to lose weight, but it's just sometimes the body image issue, the perception of themselves is wrong, and they may think that something's wrong, although nothing's wrong. So these types of people are the ones who I'm telling that, what, we're going to just focus on strength training. We're going to focus on feeding your body. And if you want to change your body composition, you're going to get great results even just doing that. We're not going to cut your calories because you don't need that. And a lot of people don't understand that. Of course, there are some people who do need that, just like myself when I went way overboard after recovery and ate so much and I gained a lot of weight. And this is how I started my weight loss. So yeah, sure, some of them are like that, but many of them actually just weight restored. They don't have this massive they don't have a lot of overweight, but they still want to change their body. So with them, it's just, what, we're going to increase your protein intake. We're going to make sure that you get enough calories. We're going to get you really good workouts where you stop doing like the crazy cardio boot camp hit stuff and get you really strong and watch what happens. So this is typically my first group of people that tends to come to me. And then the second group of people are the ones who are over dieted. They have done a lot of different methods and now they're just so burnt out because now their weight is not changing, even though they might be eating very little, and they're like, I'm so frustrated, nothing is happening. Every time I want to lose weight, I have to do something really extreme, and now even this is not working anymore. So interestingly, these two types of people tend to be the people who find me. And what's common for both of these cases is that when they want to change their body composition, then we have to start from healing their health first. So like I said, former HAers, like I call them, their health might be already pretty good, but it's a lot of times it still takes some fine tuning. For example, if somebody tells me that, I've had 3 periods now and now I'm ready to start losing weight, I'm like, no, you are not. We still have to work on making sure that your health is really solid. And that's going to mean that we're going to increase your nutritional density. We're going to make sure that you're getting all the nutrients that you need, that you are resting enough, that you're recovering enough, and that you have a good workout plan. And a lot of the times I also include, and this is with most of my clients, I also include the mineral drops. I include castor oil if there's still issues with periods, irregularities, if there's digestive issues, then adrenal cocktails. So this is all the foundation, right? It has to be in place. And then also for this other group who are just already so over dieted, they actually have to start with the foundation too. And they may be eating like very, very little right now. This is why they're not ready for weight loss. And the same thing happens, the same things. I tell them we have to start eating enough, making sure that you are getting all your needs met when it comes to micro and macronutrients. We have to get you off all that crazy amount of cardio that you're doing, and have to convince you that strength training is the way to go, your main way to go. And so both cases are the cases where you're not going to see a massive weight loss, right? And literally just very recently, somebody told me, she listened to like pretty much what I told you, and she said, it feels really weird to pay somebody for anything else than fat loss or anything else for weight loss. And you know what? To me, it sounded like I get it, but at the same time, aren't you concerned about your health? Aren't you thinking about what is the foundation that later allows me to get that body composition that I want, that helps me to be in the best health that I've ever been? Don't you want that? And it's so crazy to me how the only like shiny object that we always have is the weight loss, is the number on the freaking scale. This is all that we can ever think about. And when you tell these people, no matter which group it is, that, we're not going to jump right into weight loss, it will come later maybe, then they're like, oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't do this. And I've had that a couple of times too. People tell me, okay, well, I understand what you're saying, but I'm going to do this later. Right now, I have this vacation coming up that I have to get in shape for. So bye. And I'm like, okay, cool. Do what you want to do and do what you need to do, in your opinion, but probably going to come back. And they do come back. Saying that, hey, I still need this. Nothing changed. I didn't get better. I went on this vacation. I starved myself and my health got worse. So it's interesting. And I want us to understand that we have to kind of we have to realize how important our health is too, and that it's not really about the number on the scale. And most of the times when your health is really good, then your body composition is going to be a lot better too. But if you just keep like pushing and pushing and trying and using crazy methods or overtraining yourself, then you're going to run into a lot of troubles, and you may also get weight loss and fat loss resistance from it. So it really is about finding a good solid foundation first, making sure that you're getting the nutrients that you need, making sure that you get enough food, that you're not starving yourself from carbs or from overall calories, and then making sure that your body is now in a really healthy place. And maybe from there we can start a weight loss and fat loss. And yeah, most people can do this. You just have to be patient enough and wait a little bit, and trust me that you're going to need those 3 or maybe 4 months sometimes, and it can sometimes even be longer. It depends on how damaged your metabolism is, to build it up and get healthy again. And yeah, of course, then we can start changing your body composition and go into fat loss and weight loss. However, with those who have had HAA, then no, you're not going to start that even 3 months in. No, you're going to wait longer. You have to wait for longer, because I think you don't want to lose your period again. I don't think you want to start this journey over again. So please be reasonable about it, and really think twice before you say that it feels so weird to invest anything in somebody who's not going to give me immediate weight loss results. So health first, you guys, health first. This is all I got for you today. I hope this was inspiring to you. And again, I don't want to say that you cannot ever lose body weight or body fat. And of course you can. I think most people can, unless you are like under eating right now and have eating disorders. This is a total different story. But I'm just trying to tell you that you got to put your health first and lay the foundation first, because you cannot start from a broken place. And I think I've used this metaphor in another episode too, where if you buy a house, you don't buy a house for yourself and your family that has like a rotten floors and no foundation, right? Why would you do this with your health? Why would you? So keep that in mind. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to join my Fit and Fuel Facebook group. If you're not there yet, every Monday I go there live and talk about one topic that is not covered anywhere else. I'm not putting this in a podcast. It's not on Instagram either. It is only for my private community on Facebook. So join there. It's called Fit and Fuel. The link is in my Instagram bio, and it is also in the show notes and everywhere where you can find me. And of course, also not only Mondays, but all the other days too, I'm sharing interesting stories, client spotlights. I'm often sharing what I bought from grocery stores. So this is interesting, and some recipes, all that good stuff. So join me there, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye-bye.